Sorry, I'm all disheveled. There's a word I don't get to use very often. How's everybody doing? I'm a little bit late. I had a little tech issue, a hiccup. I was trying to get figured out. So give me 1 second while I make sure my camera and my microphone are all working. If you happen to join me, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if everything's coming in clear. There I am. Watch your ears for just a second. Okay. There's a little delay. So I like to make sure that I look okay on my end so I can hear myself and I can see myself. So we are good to go. How's everybody doing? It is week number 2 of Declutter in our Declutter membership group in January. Apparently lost all of my words. I hope you guys are excited. Hi, Candy. I hope that you were able to do the quick win project from last week. If not, no worries. Monday is a fresh start. It is a chance to do better, to be better, to get more done. So you can either start with last week and do 2 quick win projects this week, or completely skip last week, call it a wash, and start with today's quick win project. As a reminder, we are working on the family room for the entire month of January. If you do not want to work in the family room, that is fine. Still come to these meetings, these lives on Mondays, because my goal is to get you super excited, super fired up, and super ready to tackle the room that you have ahead. And I just froze. Hang on a second, y'all. Let me quit things. I thought I had everything closed, but I guess not. There's a few apps I can close out on. Why am I freezing? Oh, dear. I still have a really bad connection. That's disturbing. Okay, I seem to be back. Hi, Alicia. You guys, am I freezing or is it just me? Hi, Jackie. Am I freezing? Someone let me know if I'm freezing. Oh, I seem to be better now. Okay, so hopefully I'm better. All right, I'm going to start over. Candy, sorry. Go get a drink. You have about 12 seconds while I catch up with my spiel. So if you had a bad week last week and you just want to start fresh and start all over, that is absolutely, it's me. Okay. If you had a bad week last week and you just want to start all over, that's fine. You can start with the quick win project that we are going to talk about today. If you want to double up so you can catch up with what we're doing, watch last week's video, do that quick win project, then start this week's quick win project, and you'll be all caught up. The quick wins are meant to be that, quick wins, easy things that you can do. In January is the family room. So all the quick win projects for the month of January, I will be giving you are for the family room. That doesn't mean you have to do the family room. I just find it's easier if we do the same room as a group. And don't worry, after the year, you will have hit every single room in your home. Okay, so let me pull up my notes to make sure I talk about the right thing. So where am I at here? Oh, you know what? I do have the link for last week's video if you didn't watch it. Let me grab it for you. So last week we talked about surface clutter in the family room. And if you missed that video, here's the link to that video so you can go ahead and watch it now if you want to do that quick win before you do this one. This week, for our quick win project, we are going to be working on the coffee table and the end tables. If you do not have a coffee table and you want to fill it in with another piece of furniture that's in your room, go ahead and do that. Some people have cupboards in their room. Some people have other pieces of furniture in their room, like ottomans with storage, and some people have reading areas. Whatever it is, you can go ahead and substitute that. But we will be working on the coffee table and any end tables that you happen to have in your family room. I think the best way to approach this month is to choose a piece of furniture and work on it all the way to done. So instead of decluttering the top of all the furniture, then decluttering the inside of all the furniture, I would rather see you do one piece of furniture at a time. The reason being is if the week tends to get away from you, let's face it, it happens to all of us, you will at least get one piece of furniture done, and that is going to be a win. Instead of 4 started and unfinished projects, you should be able to get one piece of furniture all the way to done. And that's going to be a win in an X in the win column, right? Okay. So before you get started on that piece of furniture that you're choosing to work on, I want you to do the 3 core steps first. Oh, I have a typo. Sorry, it's only in my notes, but I want to make sure I have that spelled right, because there we go. These are the 3 things that you will do before you start decluttering. Number 1, remove the trash. This is anything that you can throw away. Crinkled papers, empty food boxes, napkins, things like that. Next, remove any recyclables. These are any items you could put into your recycling bin. Old newspapers, empty boxes, empty water bottles, things like that. And then third, remove anything that belongs in another room. These are items that do not belong in the family room. Things like dishes, toys, food. I put boys instead of toys. This is what happens when you make your notes really early in the morning. Things like that. Things that belong in another space. Those are the things that you want to gather up third and get out of the room. So then once you have all of that stuff out of there, you can sort through whatever is left, things that are still lying on top of the coffee table. And I like to sort things into categories. Now, there are certain times we're going to have categories that are 5 different categories that we want to sort into, and sometimes we're only going to have 1, 2, or 3. So it depends on the room, and it depends on the items found inside. For the family room, you're going to have 4 categories. Number 1, donate. Anything that you no longer need or use. Old DVDs, ratty pillows, magazines or books that are on your coffee table, things like that. Number 2 is trash. Anything you missed while doing the 3 core steps. And you could just use a trash can if you'd rather do that. The third category is put away. Anything that you miss that belongs in another room. Because as we start to deal with the things that are sitting on top of our furniture, we're going to uncover things we missed while we were doing the 3 core steps. And that's absolutely fine. I don't want you to take that item and put it away. I would rather you put it in a pile and put everything away in one step. This is going to keep you from getting distracted and risk losing your traction on the project that you're working on, this week's quick win. And then finally, the keep pile. That is anything that's going to stay in this area, whether that be the coffee table itself or another cabinet in the family room. Once you've gone through everything on top and inside of the piece of furniture that you are working on, take a few minutes to wipe things down. Use something that is safe to use on the material that you're working on. If it's wood, dusting polish. If it's Formica, a damp cloth is fine, whatever it is. Clean everything out. It is going to take a fraction of the time to clean a piece of furniture that has nothing in it or on it, right? So take the time to clean it out. Get the front, get the back, get the sides, get the doors, get the hinges, get all the things. Then once you're done, you have a clean slate, right? And all you need to do now is to use containers to make it easy to put your things all the way away when you're done using them. So a few ideas might be we have a wooden box on top of our coffee table that holds all of our remotes. We have a basket. I have a basket on my table that holds my hand lotion, my charger, and my coaster for my drink. We have a basket to hold newspapers and magazines. Whatever you have frequently in this area, use a container to toss those items into. This is going to make it easier for you to reset that space back to start. Sure, you can stack the magazines on one side, but if you have a bin to put those magazines in, not only is it easier, but it's not only is it easier for you to put your things away, but it's easier on your eyes when you look at that space. So if you see a stack of magazines, that might look like clutter to you. But if those same magazines are in a basket, it doesn't look like clutter anymore. It's now a basket holding things that you like to read, right? So use organizers More is better, especially in the beginning, as you learn what's going to make the most sense to hold any items that you have on the coffee table. Okay. Repeat these steps on each piece of furniture you have in your family room. Okay, let me back up. Once you have the organizers that you want to use in that space, put the items inside of those organizers. If you want to label them, you can do that. You can use a Post-it note. A piece of tape will work just fine. You can use a label maker. That will work just fine. The labels in the beginning especially are meant to remind you and your entire family what belongs where. This is going to allow things to coast on autopilot in all of these areas. Okay. Then you can repeat these steps all the way to done for each piece of furniture in the family room. And that is your quick win for this week. Okay. So before I let you go, so you can get started on your coffee table and end tables, I have a little bit of housekeeping. On Thursday, we had our very first talk on clutter-free habits. I had so much fun. It was super short, 10 minutes tops, right? So if you could free up your schedule to join me, you can watch me on your phone. You can watch me on an iPad, whatever it is. It's recorded. Even though I do it live, it's still recorded. So you can watch it later that day when you have a few minutes. Clutter-free habits are basically tools that you are going to use going forward to keep your home neat and put away. So all of this neatness is going to be done on autopilot. If you missed our first live on Thursday, it was at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Here's the link to that live so you can watch it. It's no longer live. It's now recorded. So join me this Thursday, January 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern time as we talk about another tool that you can use to keep your home neat and organized. Okay, everybody, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have an amazing day, a fantastic week. I'll see you on Thursday, and post your successes in the group. I absolutely love to see them, and they're super motivating for everybody in this group. All right, have a great day. Take care and happy decluttering. Bye, everybody.